Hello, Brian the fanboy here, and today I am going to review Kamen Rider V3 or Kamen Rider Veeseethree as it's pronounced in the original Japanese language. Now, this is the second Kamen Rider series, which originally aired in Japan back in 1973. So it's kind of fitting that the series has a number 3 in the title when the year has the number 3 in it as well. Well, anyway, the series begins when there was a bunch of mysterious kidnapping in a Japanese town. Now, soon we meet this guy by the name of Kasamishiro. Now, just like I said in my review of the original Kamen Rider series, in Japan, the family name goes before the individual name. So, in Japan, the first name is the last name, and the last name is the first name. So anyway, yes, well, Kasumi Shiro, well, he was training for a motorcycle competition, just like how Hongu Takeshi did, the original Kamen Rider. And he was being trained by, see what's his name again? Oh yes, by Tachibana Dobe, who was the mentor of the first two Kamen Rider series in the first original Kamen Rider heroes in the original series. Now, later we revealed that oh yes, and soon he kind of came across one of the kidnappings, and I think he stopped it. Well, anyway, soon we learned that he lives with his family, his parents, and younger sister. And well, he was about to drink something, but he didn't know that the culprit or an ally of the culprit, he stopped the poison in his drink without looking. But his younger sister played a game with him, which caused him to drop his drink, and then it turns out to be he realized it was poison. Later, yeah, oh yes, Shiro, he meets this girl. Her name is here. I don't know her individual name, but oh yes, Tama Jungo. And see here, it says here, yes, Jungo. Yeah, I think her parents were victims of the same people who participated in the mysterious kidnapping. And then I think another attack happened, and I think Yuko fainted, but you saved her and brought her home. And then, yes, his sister thought that her brother brought home a girlfriend, but he was a woman who was helping. He was helping out. No, later that night, uh, oh yes, another villain, a jaguar monster with scissors for hands, attacked the household, and well, it killed Shiro's family. And then came the original Kamen Rider Hongo Takeshi and Hiyato. Forgot his last name. Let's see here. it was alright. I can find it here, but it was Hayato, who, Kamen Rider, the second Kamen Rider as well. Kamen Rider Ichigo and Kamen Rider Nigo. And well, they figured out that the kidnappings were happening by an organization called Distron. And Hayato and Takeshi, yeah, they did for the first episode as well. And yeah, Shiro, I think he at least knew Takeshi. And then when they went into Kamen Rider forms, they attacked the Jaguar monster. Now, the thing is that, and um, yeah, and PC3, well, just like in the original series, the monsters are also called Kaijin. And they're only called Pokemono, which is monster, whenever a person sees them. Now, after the monster killed Shiro's family, Shiro claimed to have given up his humanity, and he wants to be a cyborg, just like the Kamen Riders. But they refused to take control with it because, they know what it's like to become cyborgs. Because if Shiro becomes one, then he cannot be what he was once before. In other words, there's no going back. So the two riders went on to find Destron, and well, despite what Shiro was told, he decided to follow them, and what he did without them looking. Now, Takeshi and Hayato, they arrived in where Destron is located, and then, they met up with a leader. Of course, it wasn't a person that they were fond of. You see, just like Shoka, or later became Gil Shoka, the Destron leader also talks without being seen and using this kind of a light bulb thing for communication. And then when they heard the voice of the Destron leader, it was the same voice as the Shoka leader, Gil Shoka leader. And yes, and the heroes were surprised to hear his voice. And when they mentioned that they thought he died at the explosion, which happened at the end of the previous series, the Destron leader says that what they destroyed was one of his many forms, which means that there could be other forms. So no matter how much many times you destroy you think you destroy the leader, he might come back. Of course, I haven't seen the series Kamen Rider X, so I really can't be much of an expert on that. But anyway, yeah. And then Shura came, and when Tesron got his minions to attack, during the thing was not going to explosion that happened, and Shiro got hurt. And seeing how brave and determined she was to defeat Destron, the two heroes decided to give Shiro his wish and make him a cyborg just like them. And unlike unlike Takeshi and no, yes, unlike Takeshi and Hayato, well, Shiro wasn't Shiro wasn't made a cyborg out of his own will because you see in the original series the two riders they were captured and made to cyborgs without consent. Shiro he volunteered and then came another battle and they finished the process but however when he gets up they didn't know how long it would take for him to get up but the heroes went to the battle and they fought the monster And after a hard battle, you know, oh yes, Ichiro have arrived, and then I think it was in the next episode where that started where they picked up from the first one, and so he henshin into a new Kamen Rider known as Kamen Rider V3. And well, his rider form is different from the two heroes you see. He's more like a he doesn't have a insect like form, but has like a red eyes and some kind of color on for his costume. What the green his costume is, and let's see. I think he has a cape. Yes. Oh, and then he fought the minions. However, by the end of that episode, well, the two raiders got hurt in a battle, and then but B BC3 heard the voices and all that they'll see again. I mean, they see each other again. So and then so from that point on, BC3 became Japan's newest Kamen Rider, since the other two were thought to be dead. Now later on, Hiro met up with Jungo, and she wanted to help out the defeating Death Zone, but Hiro didn't want her to get into any more danger because he didn't want her getting hurt, killed, just like his family was killed. Also, in another episode, we meet Junko's younger brother Shiguro, and also Davishina. He started a new base of operations, and it's disguised as a sports equipment store. And another thing that happened was that they also started this group of known as Kamen Rider Scouts, which in the Japanese language is what they're called. See here. Oh yes, the Shonen Kamen Rider Dai, and these are groups of young children who whenever they see any trouble caused by Death Throne, they see. Oh yes, they use these pendants to contact the headquarters so they can let VC3 know when there's stuff around. You know, for the villains of Death Throne, just like with Shoka, Death Throne will also have commanders. And let's see, the first one that appeared was here you go. Oh, stuff is wrong here. So oh, wait, here we go. Sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, yes, here we go. The first commander to appear was Dr. G, and he's looks to be a general, and he Well, his outfit is kind of like a that somewhat of a knight from the Crusades. Only instead of this symbol being a cross, it was a scorpion. And yeah, and eventually VCT destroyed him. And the thing is, let's see, the other thing was I remember what his Gaijin form was. Yeah, let me say here, but he did have a Gaijin form. Oh, and I forgot to mention about VC3 transformation sequence. Well, whenever Hero henshins, he does this. Henshin VC3! And he turns into Kamen Rider VC3. Now, the next commander or general is which. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Tangduji. He came from Germany, but he's played by a Japanese actor. Now, the next general was a witch doctor from Africa, also played by a Japanese actor, and his name is Baron Kiba, which means oh, no, sorry, yeah, I meant to say his name is Kiba Danjuku, which means Baron Kiba, and he does almost he's mostly voodoo stuff, and oh yeah, I think he let's see, yeah, he eventually I think at his last battle, well, before he got destroyed forever, he contacted this kind of saber-tooth tiger goddess, who V3 eventually destroyed, and then eventually uh, Baron Baron Kiba, he also was destroyed as well. Let's see here. The next one is Archbishop Tsubasa or Tsubasa Dai Sojo. Um, he's also known as Shibobat. And yeah, he's from Tibet, and his gimmick is more his gaijins are based on flying animals. He also got destroyed as well after a few episodes. Mm. Oh yeah, I remember something. I think before these three final battle with Baron Kiba, he see. Oh yes, when it looks like he's supposed to be, when it looks like he was supposed to be killed by the enemy, uh, Kamen Rider Ichigo and Nico arrived and saved the day. And they revealed that they were alive the whole time, and there were another place in the world with Takeshi being in Australia, and let's see, Haido being in America, or New York, I don't remember, but yes, they've been now doing some stuff to help defeat Testron, and then eventually they joined up with BC3 of a few episodes, and then eventually they stopped showing appearing in any more episodes with other explanation. This I think, I mean, well, anyway. Oh yeah, another thing that happened was that there was a special event that happened in the series was the commanders from the previous Kamen Rider series, that were part of Shoka or Guild Shoka, they all returned. And well, since they're cyborgs, they couldn't really be killed. They were just repaired. Of course, all three Kamen Riders defeated them in the end. And now for the final commander of Death Throne, we have here. Oh yes, Marshal Yori or Yori Kensui, which means also known as yes, Sekri Ghana. He was the final general of Destro, and then oh, he also got this. Yeah, he was. Let's see, he was a oh yes, he was some kind of a armor creature, and he was more like a crustacean. But and of course he was defeated. And let's see, anything happened in the series. Yeah, there were all there are a bunch of things that happen in the entire series as well. And then we get to the final moment of the series where VC3 finally met up with. Oh yeah, now I remember something. Yes, when back when here, yeah, when Marshall Yori he was still around. Well, one of the things he did was he framed this scientist who worked for Destron named like his name was Yuji Yuki, and so first he was betrayed by Marshall Yori. He was framed for betraying Destron, and he wanted to he was sentenced to death by acid. Of course, well, the first part of his body was his right arm, and however, he managed to escape, and he made a do he went on to get vengeance of martial art. So and even though he was sentenced to was about to be killed but escape, he was still loyal. But he still believed in Destro because he thought they were doing something good, even even though was supposed to be killed by the organization. And Yuji, he made he made some modifications to his body. For one thing, he replaced his arm, and he made this kind of outfit that almost makes him look like a Kamen Rider, and he became Ryderman. And how he henshins is that he pulls out this helmet, which looks like the top half of a Kamen Rider helmet, almost. And he puts on, and then his body becomes like a Kamen Rider, and first he became Riderman. And for a while, he would help out Veeseethree in battle. However, he still believed in Deathstroke. And then eventually, he realized that every lesson was all he thought it was that everything he believed about them was a lie. And eventually, he decided to join DC3. Oh, and that happened during a Christmas episode when Deathstroke was capturing children and trying to make them, you know, minions of the organization. But of course, both riders defeated the plan and the children went back to their families. And then eventually, in one of the final episodes, Destron had this plan to blow up, maybe it was Japan or Tokyo, but Ryderman, he decided to uh, go inside this rocket. Oh yeah, a missile was supposed to blow up her people, and well, Ryda man he got in the missile, then changed his course so it wouldn't hurt anybody, and plus exploded, and well, so far it looked like he died. I mean, the series never shown a body, but when that happened, VT3 had declared Ryder Man as Ryder 4 or Ryder John, since John is how you say 4 in Japanese. Let's see if I got it right. I mean, you know the name. Yes, well, either way, he's called Kamen Rider number 4. And yeah, and he earned that, for giving his life to protect the world. And then we get to the final battle, where VC3 he met up with, well, he fought a lot of minions, and then eventually he met up with the Destron leader. And then when he took out the rope that he was wearing, it was some kind of a flying skeleton. Then they fought, and eventually VC3 defeated him. And the only thing that was left of the was fell down, and the only thing that was making sounds was some kind of recorder. Oh, and this happened when Kamen Riders, after Kamen Riders allies were captured, but they got freed. And well, anyway, after VC3 defeated the Destron leader, Shiro he went on and well, not saying goodbye to his allies, but the narrative says that he would return if he is ever needed, and that's how the series ends. Now I don't know if that does really that does come back, take her back and come with the X, but since I haven't find full episodes that show within the subtitles, I can't be certain. But anyway, that was my review of Kamen Rider VC3. And well, what I think of this series, yeah, I was right. I mean, it still hasn't made me fan of the Kamen Rider franchise, but I'm still watching. I still keep watching more Kamen Rider series, and maybe it will become one someday. But at the moment, I can't call myself a true fan unless I watch more of the series that will make me of a fan. But yes. Oh, and also, please subscribe to my channel because that will help me a lot. And share this video on social media like Facebook or Twitter or whatever. So that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.